In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace your rear brakes on your Kia Soul. They're located behind your rear wheels. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to take off our wheel. Put a lug nut back on since our wheel is stuck. I'm just going to give it a good whack with a rubber mallet. Once you free it up, you can take it off. Using a 14mm socket, I'm going to take out these bolts for the caliper. Just loosen that one up. Then we'll go for our bottom one. Now we're going to pry our caliper away and hang it up over there, out of the way. Using a 14mm socket, we're going to loosen up these bracket bolts. I'll crack my top one loose before taking that out completely. Set that aside and take out your other one. Make sure you have a hand on your bracket so it doesn't fall. Now you can remove your bracket and bolt. So typically there'd be screws in here that you'd have to use a tool like this, an impact drive with a Phillips head screwdriver tip. And what you'd do is stick it in there and bang on this, and slowly you'd get that screw out on both sides. Those screws are just to hold the rotor to the hub. But since ours is broken off, we're just going to remove our rotor. So this is typically where they would go in. Now we're going to clean this up. You can use a wire brush as well. Make sure you get in between, around here. Now you can spray it down with some brake parts cleaner. Let it dry, and then we're going to put some anti-seize on that. Let's spray this up. You can also use the brush on stuff. Now we're going to line up our screw holes here. And because ours are broken off, I'm going to use a lug nut to hold my rotor on for now. All right, so now we're going to remove our pads. I have my new ones next door, positioned in the same way, so I know how to put them on. Don't get confused. And let's free up our slides. Feels pretty good. Take off these. Clean that up with a wire brush. Take out our slide pins. Remove the boots. So we're going to wire brush all this. Use something like this on the inside to clean out these, and then apply silicone paste. So let's get going. I'm going to wipe off these slides and apply new grease. I'm also going to clean inside here. Take my silicone paste. Apply some in there and also on the slides. And we'll put some in here as well. Now I'm going to wire brush in here. Use a small screwdriver, scrape in the creases. Make sure you get all the gunk out of there so your tins fit properly. These actually don't look too bad. If you got a lot of rust, you're going to want to really go to town. Clean them up. I'm going to apply a little paste here for the new tins. Finger paint it in. Place your new tins on. Do the same on the other side. Now we're going to put our pins in. Just make sure there's enough silicone paste on the inside. And now we can put our boots on. Make sure you get the silicone paste inside the little accordion part of the boot. That keeps it from drying out. Get out any air that may be in there by picking up the lip of the boot, letting it out. You want like a vacuum, like that. If it blows up like a balloon, there's too much air. Looking good. Now we're going to put this on the car and put our pads in. Put the bracket on the car. Line it up, put your bolts in. If your bolts are really dirty, you're going to want to clean those off first using a wire brush or a wire wheel. You're going to want to hand start those so you don't cross thread anything. Then we're going to zip them on and torque them to 50 foot-pounds. Now we're going to put our pads inside. The one with the sensor goes on the bottom and on the inside. Install the other one as well. Make sure the curve of the pad goes with the curve of the rotor. Using an 11mm line wrench, we're going to break free the bleeder. You can also do this before taking the caliper apart. Make sure that's loose enough, because we're going to wind in this piston using this tool. This is a universal box. So you're going to push and turn, and this is going to make the piston go in. I'm going to figure out which end works for this one. There's 2 notches inside this piston that you're going to fit this into. Once you find the right one, you're going to use your ratchet and turn it in. I'm using a C-clamp and a bungee cord to keep my caliper stable while I twist this in. I also have my bleeder open. Okay, now we're going to tighten up our bleeder. Make sure your piston's notches are up and down like this. Remove your, whatever you use to stabilize your caliper, if you did use anything. And we're going to place this in where it belongs. Get your bolt ready, line it up, put it in there by hand first. Line up the bottom. Torque these to 20 foot-pounds. Now you can remove your lug nut if you used one. Make sure you put a cap back on your bleeder if there was one. If there wasn't, try to find one. Install our wheel. Now we're going to tighten them in a star-like pattern. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to torque our wheels to 80 foot-pounds. We're going to do that in a star-like pattern.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.